Okay, we're going to play a game. Remember the time. Armando,
Good morning.
good morning. You are our contestant this morning, all right? So remember the time. Richard, let's play.
Well, here's what we have for you. We have music, TV, movie, pop culture, all mushified together in a montage. You just got to tell me what year this all happened. Players ready? Let's remember the time.
Who are we? We are no one. Our mission is to monitor extraterrestrial activity on Earth.
I own that. And I ain't paying my rent this month. I own that.
Whoa, this is amazing. What are those?
Those are trees. They used to grow all around here. What I want more than anything is to see a real living tree.
No, I know that I'm not all that you got. Like I said, I just don't.
Okay, a couple of bonus clues for you two here. Duck Dynasty premiered. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo premiered. London hosted the Summer Olympics, and Apple introduced the iPhone 5. Okay, you go first, Armando. What year do you think that happened? What'd you recognize?
Ooh, okay. So I heard a little bit of the Nicki Minaj in there, and the iPhone 5 really kind of gives it away. I think that's like the first iPhone I had. Gonna have to go with like 2011, I think 2011, 2012, but we'll lock it in at 2011.
Okay. John Jay, your move.
Out of all the years we played this game, to me, this was the hardest montage I've ever had to guess. I recognize a song or two. I don't recognize anything else. So I'm just, because Armando said 2011 and then Peyton nodded yes, I'm going to go 2010.
Okay. Kyle, your move.
Okay, I think it was Nicki Minaj. Starships?
Yep.
I feel like I heard the movie The Lorax in there.
You did.
And then Fun, and then the whole Duck Dynasty thing. That was on for a long time. I feel like Starships is way newer than the Lorax. So those two really kind of like threw me off. Because Starships, I was like 2015 maybe, and then the Lorax, I was like 2009. So
I don't know.
maybe
Did I have to put these in the same year? I wasn't really paying attention.
Split the difference and say, what would the difference be on that? 2013? That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay, Kyle says 2013. Certainly not least, but last. Peyton Whitmore.
Yeah, I got the Fun Tonight. That song, that was when like every song had the word tonight in it. And then Nicki Minaj Starships, which was the Roman's Revenge album, which I just actually listened to. And that was like when I was in the 8th grade, which would have towards the end of 8th grade. So I'm going 2012. Yeah, I'm going 2012.
Okay, yeah, you guys got all the clues. The only one you didn't get was the Men in Black 3 that kind of kicked off the montage there. But yes, fun in there. Nicki Minaj, the Lorax, the iPhone 3. We do have a winner amongst you four. And this may be the first time that this has ever happened in the history of Remember the Time, but is Peyton Whitmore with 2012.
Good job.
Finally.
Oh, sorry, Armando.
yes.
But you still get the
Armando.
tickets. You
Should
still,
have gone with the gut.
I know, Armando, you totally should have, but good job.
you still get the tickets, bro. So hold on.
Hooray.
We will set you up. Yeah.
Awesome.
You got it. Hold on.
Thanks.
Okay, so Rich, you said something earlier off air about storms. I thought we were done with storms.
Doesn't look like it.
there's one
I'm
tonight.
watching the...
What?
So yeah, tonight and tomorrow. I think Sunday, too.
All you got to do is check that desert Doppler.
What?
It's
It's like a weather
Yeah, what
thing.
is a desert
Is it
Doppler?
an
It's
app?
like a weather thing. I don't know.
I thought that
Or
was
is it
Scott's
a
nickname.
legitimate Doppler that you watch on the Weather Channel?
Isn't that what they call it?
weather
Whenever
Doppler?
Scott looks at his weather map, I'm like, are you looking at the desert Doppler?
Dude, my phone says a little cloudy, a high of 111 today, then tomorrow 106, 102, 97. I don't see anything with rain or storms, anything like that.
No, mine says severe weather, extreme heat warning, chances of thunderstorms tonight as well. So I don't know.
Are you on? What are you looking at? Because I'm.
Channel 3's.
Oh, you're watching TV. I'm looking at my phone. What's more reliable, TV or your
Believe
phone?
the TV.
I believe
Like the
I believe
people
our
that
friends
are
at Arizona's
reporting?
family.
Yeah, I do.
First weather
What about
alerts.
the Cardinals?
They look at the desert Doppler.
Other local things happening in the news. Is the Cardinals home? Is it a home game? Is it a away game? Preseason? Anyone know?
They
I don't
play
know.
Green Bay tonight.
Okay, probably there.
But it's the last preseason, then real football starts after that. But
Which
it's preseason.
reminds me, I need to get organized and set up fantasy football leagues, guys. It's happening again.
Did you win
What
money
else is
last year?
excited? Yeah, we won the whole thing.
Really? What did you take home for cash
It
prize?
was $300.
Oh, nice.
That's not nothing.
And you just divvy it up between the fam?
Yeah, sure.
No. They don't know, right?
Everybody got something out of it. I didn't go buy anything. But I think it was spent on groceries, per se.
Okay.
So, yes, everybody,
Everyone
it got
benefited.
divvied up
Okay.
in the form of hamburgers and snacks for lunches.
They're all still alive. They all ate.
John Jane Rich, Kyle Unfug with 3 things we need to know. What do you got?
All right, apparently, the trade fight with Canada and us, America, has now reached the point where we're just going to rename their lakes. The president signed an order to start calling Lake Ontario Lake America. Canada immediately responded with, "No, you're not." So now, us two countries are fighting on that on top of all the tariffs they are already throwing at each other.
This is like silly.
Things are real mature right now.
I
right
have
there.
I have a theory on that, by the way. Okay, so I've been watching on Paramount Plus Lioness, right, which is a Tyler Sheridan thing, and it's crazy stuff with the way there's kidnapping Russian spies and they're kidnapping our spies. I feel whenever Trump does something like this, like I'm going to rename Lake Ontario and it becomes a huge story, because there's something else going on.
It's a distraction.
Yes. He's got everybody now talking about Lake Ontario. Meanwhile, we're kidnapping Russian spies somewhere. That's what I think. That's my 2 cents.
In the meantime,
it's a
toilet
distraction.
paper is going to get more expensive because of this, and I don't like it.
Yeah. In the meantime, CNN had a pretty embarrassing screw up while covering Dolly Parton's death. They accidentally put a picture of a Dolly impersonator on TV, thinking it was actually her, saying this person passed away. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, that's not Dolly Parton. Even the impersonator was like, why would you choose that picture? Like, it's very clearly not Dolly Parton. It's very clearly a Dolly impersonator. And now CNN is apologizing to the family and anyone else they may have confused or offended in the process. Now, completely unrelated in the sense of those two things, but definitely related because of Dolly Parton. There is a tropical storm that has started brewing. And you know how they always name the storms. It is Tropical Storm Dolly. It just formed in the Atlantic. And people got so worked up over the name that the National Hurricane Center was like, I just want to remind everyone that this is just a very odd coincidence because the name for this next storm was picked out years ago
Like
and
in
has
1996.
absolutely nothing to do with Dolly Parton's death.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Just a very, very odd coincidence.
You know the thing
It's
about
kind of a nice tribute.
the thing about CNN though, with the news anchor or posting the wrong picture, it's like there are hundreds of thousands of photos of Dolly Parton you can pick.
So many.
Like, she's one of the most famous people in the world for the longest time. Why would they pick the wrong photo? Like, who did that? And this is CNN. They shouldn't have that screw up.
I know.
Unless it was an AI thing.
That's probably exactly what
But
it was.
still.
Either way, a big mistake. And they said sorry. After more than a month of this trial, Lindsay Clancy's fate is now officially in the hands of the jury. They are back this morning for day 2 of deliberations. They spent about 3.5 hours talking it over yesterday without reaching a verdict. So now everyone's basically just waiting for that courtroom notification to see if they've made a decision on what will happen with this mom accused of killing her 3 kids. Okay, I have no idea how this has never happened before, but for the first time ever, Miss USA is a mom. Justice Kelly's 31, married with a kid, and until they changed the rules a few years ago, she literally would never have been allowed to compete, and now she is our Miss USA. She won the whole thing, gets a $150,000 salary, a Range Rover, and a luxury apartment in Miami for a year.
That's awesome.
I don't know why it took 75 years for that to happen, but I think that is awesome, and congratulations to Justice Kelly, and that's what you need to know.
All right, so there's, golf is in the news, right? Because of this whole Callaway Golf and what's it called? Do Good?
Good.
Good Golf or something like that.
Good
right?
Good is like the brand that it's the actual brand, and they teamed up with Callaway to come out with a driver. And in their ad, they have this guy come and like literally push this girl down to the ground and say, "Don't touch my driver." And everyone's like, wow, that's a little domestic violence-y. And now the company is getting canceled. Callaway's stock dropped. Good was like a sponsor of a PGA Tour, and they said, we don't want you to sponsor us anymore. And all of the websites that sold the Good stuff, they pulled their stuff from their websites.
That is like next level. Like, I mean, people were enraged about this. I felt like every video I was
it's
scrolling.
dumb.
Well, you wonder, how did this get through?
Yeah, why?
Like, how did this get through? Like who didn't put their foot down and just say, I got to raise my hand here and say this may not be a good look.
But also, are you not allowed to make mistakes and say sorry? Sorry, like what if you? I mean, Callaway's a
are.
legendary brand, and they do good. I mean, I'm not a golfer, but I'm like.
Do you want to know the interesting fun fact that I learned this morning? Is that apparently Callaway was in the middle of trying to like sell. I don't get the stock market, but apparently there was something with the stocks where some people are now theorizing that this was on purpose because they wanted the stock prices to tank so that they could sell them.
Because when I watched the
cheaper.
video,
So it
too,
might have been.
when you watch the
a
video,
weird
you're
thing
like,
on
what
purpose.
the hell? But
Yeah.
Dylan's got inside scoop. What do you got?
I do. So I do have a bestie on the inside at Good, and I thought it was rage bait at first too, because that's a tactic that a lot of companies are using. But she kind of explained to me their thought process behind it, and I will say the clip that got clipped, it's bad, but that's the first 2 seconds of the ad. And so she explained like their original concept, and I still feel like they could have done it another way, but it was like definitely more, it was different in their heads, I think.
Well, how different?
Well, I
Still
kind of
somebody-
get it because I actually saw there's like a throwback clip that's circulating the internet. I don't know if it's gotten to your algorithm yet, you guys, but there was a Snickers commercial that featured, oh my gosh, who was that?
Betty White. Yeah, I remember
And
that.
they're
And
literally
they tackle her.
tackling her.
Right.
And it's like, they're like, Snickers praying that nobody sees this ad again right now.
Right.
I remember
But
that.
I'm guessing they probably were going for something like that because at the time, that was kind of a funny ad.
I thought
Like,
that
that
it was
one
a
looks
parody
silly.
of the Obsession movie.
Yes, they were trying to kind of parody Obsession,
Yeah, I've seen that on a ton of articles.
but
Okay, so your friend did she get fired?
no, she didn't get fired, but everyone around her kind of did.
Kind of, or did?
This is all very recent.
Yeah.
But she also runs some of the social medias. So she's been seeing all the like DMs and hate comments, and it's gone crazy. Like I think people are taking it very, very far, which I understand the backlash for sure. But it's
Well, especially if you are a victim or have had any
Yeah,
kind of
triggering for
domestic,
sure.
any kind of domestic abuse, seeing that video, has
yes,
gotta be
they should have gone
terrible.
about it in a very different way. Like there's so many creative ideas out there, you know.
That's
but,
not one of them.
Yeah. So
Also, was Obsession big enough of a movie for
Was
them
huge.
to parody?
I mean, it was a big enough movie, but I don't know if a lot of people like have real. I mean, it was big because it was this young 20-year-old director, made a ton of money. It started the Indy Navarrete girl, and then I just don't think a lot of people have actually watched the movie. I think
Exactly.
a lot of people know about the movie.
I don't
but
even
I don't know
yeah.
if they
but
watched.
but that's
the
what I'm
movie.
saying. I'm like, it wasn't like Star Wars, and everyone knows it's a Star Wars parody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Right.
taking somebody down with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
You're pushing a girl
Right.
down.
I know all about Obsession. Have not seen the movie.
Right.
Oh, it made like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, I
So I mean, a lot of people did see the movie.